this video, you may already be drawn to a certain group of cards. If so, then that is your group of cards for this reading. But if not, go ahead now and take a few moments to really center in your energy. Taking a deep breath in and out. Continuing to breathe deeply as I welcome you in here. So hi everyone, thank you very much for joining me today. This is a pick a card reading. This is a relationship evaluation reading. We're going to be looking at what you have been getting in relationships in contrast to what you deserve from a relationship, and then what steps you can take to bridge that gap. So this can be for partners, romantic partners, friendships, family relations, anything you want. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So as you're looking at these cards here, the one that you probably find yourself continuously looking at or shifting your gaze to is probably the one that is calling you in. So if you need a few more moments to take a little more time to go ahead and pick a card, you can pause this video. But if not, I'm just gonna go and get right in. So this is going to be group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. Okay, so we're gonna start over here with group 1. Alrighty, and hello to those of you who chose group number 1 for your reading. So let's set all these cards out here and take a look at what we have going for you. Okay, just check these. There we go. Alright, so what you have been getting from your relationships right here. We have the Hermit card first and foremost. So the relationship you are inquiring about has left you feeling alone, feeling isolated. Perhaps you feel ignored. Perhaps you're feeling as if your needs, your emotional state, your physical state, whatever it may be, is not being tended to. You feel like you are left to your own devices. You feel like you are being forced to rely on yourself more. This could even just be feeling very alone with your friends or your friend group or whatever relationship you're inquiring about. This is feeling of loneliness, feeling not connected. This is feeling as if you are being pushed to isolation. And we also have, and with this one it can also be like a sign that the person or people you are inquiring about, they're continuously leaving you alone, leaving you stranded, leaving you up to your own devices, if I haven't said that already. And we have here, I believe this is the 4 of Swords. We have this in reverse, so there's not a lot of forward movement. There's a lot of stagnation. Perhaps you or the other party not really taking action, not really moving things along. There isn't a lot of cooperation. It may be leaving you restless. You may be feeling irritated or antsy or just tired, feeling like you may need a break, or just feeling, like you wish things were different. So this is representing what you are currently getting from your relationships. So it's the Hermit and the 4 of Swords in reverse. Now what you deserve from your relationships. We have the Emperor. So this is saying that you deserve more control. You deserve respect. You deserve to have more say in your relationships. Things need to be on equal footing. The reason why you are getting this Emperor card is really representative of the fact that you may have been being treated as lesser than in your relationships, right? The other person could have been acting as somewhat of a dictator towards you, and you could have been playing the role of, the servant or the help or just the side piece, whatever your situation is. So this Emperor card really calls forth that you deserve more strength, more power, more control, more say in your relationship. You deserve to feel secure and feel like you have as equal amount of power in this relationship. So how can we bridge the gap between this? Between what you have been getting and what you deserve. So we have our love oracle card, this is focus on love. Bridging the gap, you need to focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. Now, this seems like it won't do much at first blush, but if you think about it in terms of the law of attraction, right? Whatever you focus on grows. So if you continue to look for the good in your relationship, if you put energy and focus into the good in your relationship, into what they're doing right, what they're doing correct, you begin to grow more of those things. Whereas if you're always complaining about this person or complaining about, something it is they do, you're going to be seeing more of that, and you're going to be getting more of that. And then we also have here the moon in reverse. So the moon in reverse is telling you not to get too emotional, not to jump to conclusions, not to, blow things out of proportion. This is a sign that your emotions may be a huge factor in why things may not be going as smoothly as you want it to be. And so it could be in part that you may be overthinking things, being too much in your head, too much in your feelings, too much drawing conclusions that are without bias, etc., etc. And I don't want to sound like I'm putting the blame on you, because trust me, I've been there. And once I was able to kind of take a step back and realize, like, okay, I've definitely been in this position before. And when I was able to take a step back and stop overthinking things, like, my best friend doesn't respond to my text and immediately you start thinking, oh my gosh, they must hate me. Like, no, it's getting out of your head, getting out of your feelings, and just taking a deep breath and realizing, people have lives outside of you, and your sole responsibility is to yourself, right? So why wouldn't it be the same towards other people? This could be a sign that you may be exerting too much energy on others and not putting it into yourself. So this was your reading. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like, maybe even comment or subscribe. If not, completely okay. And thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was able to offer some sort of guidance, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Alrighty, and hello to those of you who chose group number 2 for your reading. So we're going to set these cards out and see what we have going on for you in the relationship you are inquiring about. So this is going to illuminate to us how it is you have been treated in the relationship so far. And we have here the 5 of Cups. So a lot of sorrow coming through in this relationship. You may be paying more attention to the bad things in the relationship, right? Or the other person may be putting more of an emphasis on the things that aren't working with you. They may be putting the blame on you more so. This card can also indicate that it's the relationship, the goods in the relationship, the good things that happen, do not really outweigh the bad. Like, yes, this person does something for you every once in a while, but overall, it may be a really toxic or painful relationship. So those are the few things that this card could be pertaining to and what you have been getting in the relationship you've inquired about. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what it is you deserve. So what you deserve in the relationship, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. This relationship shouldn't feel like work. You shouldn't have to be feeling like you're really pushing it or trying your hardest or, straining yourself and making an effort. This relationship shouldn't be feeling like, if I continue to give and give and give to this person, hopefully things will turn around. This relationship should not feel like, oh, I can change this person. Okay, so these are several of the different things this 10 of Wands in reverse could mean, but definitely this relationship shouldn't feel like work, and you shouldn't have to push, and it shouldn't be feeling like you're straining yourself or exerting too much energy on this person. In fact, what you deserve in a relationship, we have the sun. It should be joyous. It should be blissful. It should be offering you growth, giving you life, filling you up with energy and vitality. It should be feeling like a party. It should be feeling good. You should be feeling as if you're having, a celebration whenever you're with this person or the people you're inquiring about. And this relationship should also be helping you to grow. It should be making you a better and happier person. Okay, this is what you deserve in the relationship in contrast to what you've been getting. Now, how do we bridge this gap? So first we have the actions speak loudly card. Express your love through your actions. So this can mean two things. So the first thing it could mean is about the people or person you're inquiring about. What are their actions saying to you? Do their actions line up with how they claim they are treating you? Do their actions line up with how you deserve to be treated? Do your actions line up with the love that you think you should get from them? If not, then that is obviously a problem there, and you need to address that and hopefully talk things through, communicate it to them, and try to come to a resolution. And then for you also, it can be talking of perhaps you need to be putting more action in, right? You could be feeling really upset in this relationship or feeling like, the good times are not being outweighed by the bad times. And perhaps this other person doesn't know or realize it. So you may in turn need to take actions to show this person that you care, show this person that you love them, that you cherish them, that you care for them. So sometimes relationships, what I'm trying to get at here is sometimes relationships can be going south, can be taking a turn for the worse when we are not really expressing our love for them, and then they in turn do the same thing and it just starts to go cold. So we need to make sure that we are always expressing our love, always reminding the person that we care about them. And then we also have temperance here as what can you do to bridge the gap. Temperance asks you to be patient, to be kind, to be balanced, and to be fine, if any of you know that song. But it truly does mean, patience, balance. Try to look at things from a different perspective. Try to be observant, try not to be reactive, but proactive instead. Being patient, being kind, and having faith. This is the sort of state of being that requires you to be very enlightened, taking very much the higher path, and looking at your relationships from a different perspective. Temperance asks you a lot of wisdom and a lot of patience and a lot of intuition on your part to bridge this gap, okay? So a lot of soul searching may be required from you. You may need to sit down and meditate with yourself, and you may even need to journal, do whatever it is you do to communicate with your inner self and ask yourself, what do I need from this relationship, okay? So that was your reading. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like, a comment, maybe even subscribe. But if not, completely okay. I'm wishing you guys the best of luck in love and light. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Alright, hello and welcome to those of you who chose group number 3 for your reading. So we're going to be taking a look and seeing what it is you've been getting in your relationship in contrast to what you deserve and how to bridge the gap. So what have you been getting currently in your relationship? We have here the Hanged Man. So with the Hanged Man, this could indicate that in your relationships, things have sort of started to move forward. You've been getting a little bit of progress. It may be a slow but steady start, and we can also see that here with the 3 of Wands. There is progress. There may be looking out onto new ventures. And there may even be a problem or a concept of, where do we go from here? Have we hit the peak and are we plateauing? Have we, gotten this relationship to as most as we've gotten it to, and is this it? That could be another question being asked in a sort of more, in a more, what's the word? I don't want to say bad, but in a opposing as to, we're starting and things are looking good. This can be a sign of where do we go from here? It's kind of feeling stagnant. It could be like there is no movement, and then for others it could be like this is a new beginning, this is a fresh start. This could even be a new relationship you are inquiring about, and it's you kind of trying to see, where do I go from here? It's the relationship is in its early stages. It's very much like you're kind of tiptoeing around, feeling it out, and if it's not in its early stages, you could definitely be in the relationship in this stage where you guys are kind of walking on thin ice with each other, not really knowing what to do next, not really knowing where to go next. Should we take this relationship to the next level, or should we keep it? Should we make up, or should we, leave each other? Should we, it's things like this. It's this, your relationship currently is in a pivotal moment is what I'm trying to exemplify here, okay? And then what do you deserve in your relationship? So in your relationships, you deserve to be the star of the show. You deserve to feel cared for, to feel seen, to feel like you're there. You deserve to feel as if, people see you, people care for you, and you deserve joy in your relationships. It needs to feel magical and soothing. It needs to feel good, okay? And we also have the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups, this could mean a few different things. For some of you, it's this, you deserve to feel like you have options. You deserve to feel like there is more than one route to take. So this whole trying to see where you can go from here, it could feel like this person or the people you are inquiring about are really pushing you to a certain point, and you feel like you really need more than one option. You feel like you deserve that. Others of you, it's this idea of you deserve to feel like you have a lot of, so romantically, for those of you coming in here, inquiring about a romantic thing. For some of you, this could mean like you deserve a relationship that doesn't make you feel like you don't deserve to be with a person who is like, oh, you're lucky to even have me, right? Like no one else would want to love you. That's a very toxic thing, and that's something I'm getting, and I know it will only speak to a few people, but you really do deserve to feel like, you have many choices and suitors. You deserve to feel like anyone would be lucky to have you. You deserve to feel like there is a lot of fish in the sea. And in that case also with the star and correlation, it's like you deserve to feel beautiful and to feel like you are worthy of being worshipped and being worthy of being divine in your relationship romantically, right? And I'm also getting, for those of you inquiring about friendships, it's like you deserve to feel like you're not stuck with this one friend group. You deserve to feel as if you can kind of branch out, or you can do different things even if your friends or family may not accept it. So these are several of the things that are coming up. There is an idea of pivotal moments or new beginnings, or just the question of do I stay or do I go? And then there is this idea that you deserve to, at least for once in one of your relationships, at least to be the center of the show, to be the star, to be worshipped and adored and loved for who you are. And you deserve to feel like you have freedom of choice, and you deserve to feel like you are a choice, right? You don't want to be in a relationship with people who feel like they have to be with you. So how do we bridge this gap? We have practice compassion and the Queen of Cups. Ooh, so kind of the same message coming through. With the practice compassion card to bridging this gap, This card says, see things from a different perspective. So perhaps you need a perspective shift, a perspective change. Maybe you're looking at things too one way. Maybe you need to open your mind a bit and see the different possibilities. And then with the Queen of Cups, this card asks of you to be more nurturing, be more self-aware, be more emotionally and intuitive aware, whether it is emotionally and intuitively aware in yourself or in other people. This card asks you to be caring and nurturing, either to others or to yourself. You will know what this means pertaining to your situation. This card also asks you to be in touch with your feelings, but to also show compassion, show kindness to others, show love, to be that, beacon of emotional support and security, either for yourself or for others. But also just being more emotionally mature, being the bigger person in the relationship, and not really letting your emotions get to you, and not really letting your emotions change the way you act or change the way you perceive things, okay? Even though she's the Queen of Cups, cups being the water element, and water being water and emotion and feeling, she does not let her emotions get the best of her. She does not let her emotions cloud her judgment, okay? So this was your reading. Hopefully it was able to offer some enlightenment or guidance. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, a comment, maybe even subscribe. If not, completely okay, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. And hello to those of you who chose group number 4 for your reading. So we're going to be taking a look at what it is you have been getting in relationships, and what you deserve in your relationship, and then how to bridge the gap between the two. So what have you been getting in your relationships? We have here the 6, I believe, 7, yeah, 7 7 of Pentacles. This is what you've been getting in your relationships. So perhaps you don't see anything right now, but you are definitely reaping what you've sown in this relationship. Whatever hard work, whatever effort, or whatever you've put into this relationship, you will be reaping the rewards of it. This is a very good sign. This can be confirmation for those of you who feel like it's not worth it, or your relationships aren't going anywhere, or you feel like there's this struggle and things aren't really looking up. This is a confirmation that things are going to get better, or that, the rewards will reap. The effort that you've put in, the amount of care and compassion and everything you've put into this relationship, you will get it back. So don't worry. This is a sign. This is what you've been getting, and it may start slow and you may have been seeing inklings of it coming into fruition, but you are soon going to be reaping this beautiful and bountiful harvest, okay? Now, what do you deserve in your relationship? We have the 6 of Cups. Okay, so with these 2 cards, it doesn't seem like your relationship is anything bad right now. In fact, it just seems to be going quite swimmingly. It seems to be going rather good. And this is kind of just like, how do we level up this relationship? So in this relationship, you do deserve happiness. You do deserve to feel joy, to feel content, to feel cared for, and to care in return, to love and to love in return. This kind of just seems to me like you've put in the work, and now you deserve to reap the rewards. And we already know from this first card that that is what you are going to be getting, right? So for a relationship overall evaluation, how it seems to be going so far, it seems to be going rather good. So any doubt you had in your mind, hopefully this can alleviate that. This seems really good and really beautiful. So let's see how we can bridge the gap between, seeing the slow sproutings of what we've reaped or what we've sown and reaping it now, and see how we can kind of shift into this place of joy, of happiness, of going from this place of working and now watching what we've sown, grow, and going into this place of enjoying the harvest and just living in joy and peace and love and unity. So we have 3 cards here. Okay? So we have the first one here. This is do something for someone else. This card says give your attention to someone else. So this can be giving your time, giving gifts, giving your talents, your emotions, giving your care, your support. This card is a reminder to, grow your relationships. Imagine our relationships are like seeds. To water your relationship, water it with love and water it with gifts and gratitude and compassion. So grow your relationship by doing something for someone else. If you're inquiring about, family, let's say your mother always washes the dishes, now would be a good night to wash the dishes for her. If you're inquiring about a friend, right, maybe your friend doesn't drive, then, giving your friend a ride somewhere would be good to do something for them. Maybe it's for your romantic partner, then perhaps taking them out on a date or giving them the support they need, doing something for someone else. That's one way you can bridge the gap. Another way we can do this is by demonstrating love. So find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. This card is really beautiful. Demonstrate you love the person you are inquiring about. Demonstrate that you care about them. Demonstrate that you're paying attention to them. If they like a certain TV show, maybe strike up a conversation about them, or watch one episode so you can learn more about them. Maybe if they enjoy reading, maybe see if they want to read a book with you and have a little book club, right? Or if they enjoy a certain band, maybe go out and see that band together. Find out what the person you're inquiring about likes and see if you can do something for them in that way. It doesn't have to be expensive. Maybe they really like a certain celebrity. You can print out a picture of said celebrity and frame it for them. I've definitely done that before for some of my friends. So it's just a way of finding what works for you. Figure out what someone's passionate about. If they love doing art, or if they love one of my friends, he's my twin. We're not really twins, but we're birthday twins. Not my twin flame, but we're birthday twins. He's really into music, so I get him gifts that have to do with what he likes musically. So like guitar picks, albums, stuff like that, right? So figuring out what people like, and again, it doesn't have to be expensive. If your friend really loves poetry and literature, you could write them a poem about your friendship. Sounds really cheesy and sappy, but hey, I'm just throwing out ideas there. So figure out what someone's passionate about and do something for them in that way. And then we also have romance, another way you can bridge the gap. This is leaning towards more of those who inquired about romantic things, and we have romance. So this card says lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. That one's really straightforward, really direct. Spice up your love life, add more romance to it. Maybe you haven't done something special for them in a while, so now is the time to do so. So this was your reading. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like, maybe even comment or subscribe. If not, completely okay, but hopefully I was able to offer you some guidance or enlightenment. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Alrighty, and last but not least, welcome to all of you who chose group number 5 for your reading. So we're going to be looking at what you have been getting in your relationships so far, and we have the King of Cups. So it looks really great, actually, what you've been getting so far. Your relationships seem to be fulfilling emotionally, at least. Your relationships, you may be connecting with the person you're inquiring about on an emotional level. Your relationships can be sprouting a lot of creativity. You may have a lot of similar passions, similar creative endeavors. You may be having a lot of similarities emotionally, passions-wise. This is an indicator that your relationship is healthy, okay? So if that was confirmation needed for some of you, this is it. Your relationships seem to be emotionally stable. You seem to have a lot of, what's the word? Have a lot of support, a lot of care, a lot of nurturing for each other, right? It seems really good in that respect. So, what do you deserve from a relationship? We have the 8 of Pentacles, 5, 6, 7, 8, yes. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. So your relationship is very much emotionally based. There might be a lot of love, a lot of passion, a lot of deep emotional, intuitive understanding. You guys might be spiritually connected in some sort of way. You might just vibe with this person, right? You might just been getting a lot of good with this person. And sorry, my cat is trying to get my attention, and I'm like, sweetie, I'm recording, give me a moment. She's like biting my she's biting my camera stand. It's funny. Anyways, right, so for some people, this 8 of Pentacles, it could definitely be like there needs to be, I'm getting shared finances. So this could be pertaining to some people in relationships. It's with a spouse or with your family. There needs to be more effort going on stability wise, right? Could be more effort making, bringing bread home. So in that scenario, it could be like your family or your spouse or whatever, you guys vibe and you get each other and you love each other and it's great. But you guys together, you need to put more work in on making sure the home life is easy, finding that security, finding that stability. For a lot of you, I'm getting it's something revolving around money and finances and whatnot. For some of you, this seems very traditional, but I'm getting for like a very small few of you that it's definitely like the idea that one of you may be in a lower class than the other person, and so you guys can't really meet in the middle because of societal things. But that's for a very slim amount of you guys. And then others of you, for the more general populace, I'm just getting that other aspects of your relationship need more work. So the emotional, the spiritual, and the, nurturing, the comfort areas are pretty good, but other aspects need more work. It could be communication. It could be, actually starting things, doing projects together. It could be actually, for those in your love life, if you guys are inquiring about romance, this could be like you guys need more of that fire spark in your life, right? You need more passion or more energy and vitality, right? You might be very emotionally connected, but the fiery romance passion isn't quite there anymore, and so this could be an indication that that needs a bit more work as well. So those are just examples. Overall, you will know what needs more work for you. I was just throwing examples out there. So how to bridge the gap between what you've been getting and what you deserve. We have receive with love and appreciation. And sorry if it's really noisy. I'm currently doing laundry, so I don't know if the camera's picking up the loudness of my washing machine, but receive with love and appreciation. So receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. So this could indicate that more gratitude is needed in your relationship. So imagine giving a gift to someone, right? You work so hard on packaging this gift, finding the gift, picking it out for them. You spent your money on it. You put it in the little box. You wrapped it up neatly. Maybe you even wrote like a cute little note, and you give it to the person, and they just open it and then put it to the side, and they start looking at the next gift. And like they didn't give you any recognition or thanks or appreciation. So our relationships are very much like that. We have to continuously be showing appreciation and love when we are given things, and we have to give just as much as we receive, okay? So when was the last time you said thank you or told the person you are inquiring about that you appreciate them and their work and whatnot, right? So some of you are inquiring about parents. When was the last time you've told them you appreciate all the work that they've done for you? You appreciate them raising you and, putting food on the table and a roof over your head, right? And then we also have here for you the Four of Cups. So this is an indication that you may not be paying attention to the good in the relationship or the things that are going well, which may just be making you be in the state of not really appreciating things, not really calling them out on their efforts and saying thank you and being grateful and showing love in return, right? So this is an indication that some of you are too much in your heads, not really paying attention to the blessings around you. Everything is a blessing. The fact that you have friends that support you and love you, or a person that supports you and love you, that is a blessing in itself. And so this card is also once more an indication to look at the blessings in your life, to really see them and appreciate them. These two cards are very, very much correlated and interconnected. It's almost the same message reiterated twice. So it's receive with love and appreciation, show gratitude. The more you put gratitude out into the universe, the more the universe blesses you with more things to be grateful for. And it's also to give as much as you receive, okay? So that was your reading. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If not, completely okay. But if you did, please leave me a like, maybe even comment or subscribe. Hopefully this was able to offer some sort of guidance or some sort of enlightenment for you guys. But if not, completely okay. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.